Hello, book lovers. It's time to dive into the world of mystery and discover the current bestsellers of June 2023. Number 1, Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. After Tova Sullivan's husband died, she began working the night shift at the Sewell Bay Aquarium, mopping floors and tidying up. Keeping busy has always helped her cope, which she's been doing since her 18-year-old son Eric mysteriously vanished on a boat in Puget Sound over 30 years ago. Tova becomes acquainted with curmudgeonly Marcellus, a giant Pacific octopus living at the aquarium. Marcellus knows more than anyone can imagine, but wouldn't dream of lifting one of his 8 arms for his human captors, until he forms a remarkable friendship with Tova. Ever the detective, Marcellus deduces what happened the night Tova's son disappeared, and now Marcellus must use every trick his old invertebrate body can muster to unearth the truth for her before it's too late. Shelby Van Pelt's debut novel is a gentle reminder that sometimes taking a hard look at the past can help uncover a future that once felt impossible. Number 2, Black River by Matthew Spencer. During a stifling summer in Sydney, the body of a chaplain's daughter is found wrapped in black plastic on the deserted grounds of an elite boarding school. Is it the work of the killer who's been stalking the privileged neighborhoods along the Parramatta River? Gut instinct tells Detective Sergeant Rose Riley something even more devious might be at play. Eager to find the so-called Blue Moon Killer before he strikes again, Riley forms an uneasy alliance with Adam Bowman, a journalist with a valuable and unsettling link to the school's history. As Riley's investigation takes her deep into the secret lives of Sydney's prominent citizens, Bowman delves into the darkest places of his own childhood for answers. When their paths converge, Riley must use every bit of her cunning to stop another murder. Excavating Bowman's past might just be the key to unlocking the case. Or it could prove to be Riley's undoing, because clue by clue, she's being pulled into the sights of a killer. Number 3, The Summer House by Carrie Beavis. Mead House was once our childhood home. Despite my fears, I always knew we would have to return to face the demons of our past. Back to the place where it happened, to where as carefree teenagers, we lost our elder sister in the most brutal of circumstances. As executors of our grandmother's will, my twin brother Ollie and I needed to empty the house for resale. What I didn't expect to discover was my sister's secret journal that contained her most private thoughts and shocking dark secrets. Now I am questioning everything that I saw that night. Did I get it wrong? Who I saw? Did my evidence send an innocent man, my then boyfriend's brother, to jail for the last 17 years? I know I have no choice. If I want to find answers, I will have to go back to that fateful night my sister died, when she made her last visit to the summer house. Number 4, 20 Years Later, by Charlie Donlea. Avery Mason, host of American Events, knows the subjects that grab a TV audience's attention. Her latest story, a murder mystery laced with kinky sex, tragedy, and betrayal, is guaranteed to be ratings gold. New DNA technology has allowed the New York Medical Examiner's Office to make its first successful identification of a 9/11 victim in years. The twist? The victim, Victoria Ford, had been accused of the gruesome murder of her married lover in a chilling last phone call to her sister. Victoria begged her to prove her innocence. Emma Kind has waited 20 years to put her sister to rest, but closure won't be complete until she can clear Victoria's name. Alone, she's had no luck, but she's convinced that Avery's connections and fame will help. Avery, hoping to negotiate a more lucrative network contract, goes into investigative overdrive. Victoria had been having an affair with a successful novelist, found hanging from the balcony of his Catskills mansion. The rope, the bedroom, and the entire crime scene was covered in Victoria's DNA. But the twisted puzzle of Victoria's private life is just the beginning. And what Avery doesn't realize is that there are other players in the game who are interested in Avery's own secret past, one she has kept hidden from both the network executives and her television audience, a secret she thought was dead and buried. Number 5, All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Crosby. Titus Crown is the first black sheriff in the history of Sharon County, Virginia. In recent decades, Quiet Sharon has had only 2 murders, but after years of working as an FBI agent, Titus knows better than anyone that while his hometown might seem like a land of moonshine, cornbread, and honeysuckle, secrets always fester under the surface. Then a year to the day after Titus's election, a school teacher is killed by a former student, and the student is fatally shot by Titus's deputies. As Titus investigates the shootings, he unearths terrible crimes and a serial killer who has been hiding in plain sight, haunting the dirt lanes and woodland clearings of Charon. With the killer's possible connections to a local church and the town's harrowing history weighing on him, Titus projects confidence about closing the case while concealing a painful secret from his own past. At the same time, he also has to contend with a far-right group that wants to hold a parade in celebration of the town's Confederate history. Charon is Titus's home and his heart, but where faith and violence meet, there will be a reckoning. And those are the top 5. Thank you for joining me to explore the mystery bestsellers for June 2023. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below to get your hands on these books. Until next time, happy reading.